Dela writes, my MVVs, welcome.
Now, the palace of the Ooni of Ife is rumored to have been thrown into a very serious chaos as Ebony was rushed to hospital, as she started coughing and vomiting, blood as after praise singers left. Now, you know that the praise singers that visited the palace of the Ooni of Ife were mostly women. And when they left the palace, they said Ooni was not happy. Ooni was not happy because of the title they came with, because of the things that they were saying, the song that they were singing and everything. It was almost looking as though you are picking, as in preferencing one child over the other. Even upon knowing that Ebony was there in the palace, Oletik is there in the palace with her children. Oletik has not been in a good place with the Ooni of Ife. As a matter of fact, they said that right now, where Oletik and the Ooni of Ife are is when Oletik needs anything, Oletik sends a text message to the Ooni of Ife. Oletik doesn't even go to the chamber of the Ooni of Ife again. The last that we heard of Oletik was that she went to go and apologize to the Ooni of Ife, insisting that, look, she does not want what happened to Olori Naomi to happen to her. But that really infuriated the Ooni of Ife, that Oletik was mentioning Olori Naomi's name. The reason was because Oni knows the things that Naomi has been through. Oni knows that most of the things that happened to Olori Naomi were not things that she bargained for. Neither were the things that she brought upon herself. She was a victim of circumstances, like a collateral damage in everything that happened in the palace of the Ooni of Ife. Now, when the praise singers came, they did everything they were going to do. They did everything. And when they left, Ooni of Ife got really mad. And Ooni of Ife said, as in, those kinds of visitors will not be allowed into the palace again, that they are going to cause division. And Ooni there were so many, like 3 different meetings where Ooni spoke to Ebony and the family, where Ooni of Ife was also rumored to have spoken to his own direct family, and also rumored to have spoken to the people, the Gise family, because most of the people who took part in that praise singing thing were the upper Gise dynasty people. And so they said that happened. Ebony was crying the entire time. That Ebony now went to bed. Yes, everything settled. Everywhere was calm. Ebony went to bed. And they said around 1 a.m. at night, they started hearing people scream. You know that she herself, nobody asked her. She said she was moving to the Ayaba quarter. She didn't want to stay in the main thing again. She wants to focus on herself and her child. And it's a whole lot that's been going on in the palace right now. And so people started screaming around 1 a.m. Ebony was coughing and not stopping, coughing and coughing and coughing and coughing. And they said, it's not like, those kind of things where you say, okay, this person had this kind of ailment before, they have been suffering this kind of challenge before and all of that. They say Ebony has never encountered anything like that in her life before, because they said that night, the mother had to come, the sister had to come. A lot of people from the Lafugidi, they came. And when they came, they said it was even the guard who rushed to Ooni of Ife to let Ooni of Ife know what was going on. And at that time, they had already called their royal, physician to be coming at that time. But while the man was coming, they saw that the issue was getting really more serious. Ooni of Ife instructed that she be rushed to the hospital. They said they had to rush her to the hospital. They say it was a shock. Nobody expected that to have happened to Ebony as at when it happened. They said she was coughing endlessly, gasping for breath, and all of that. And then when she tries to spit out, she will spit out red, something like blood. That was what was happening to her the entire time. Just immediately, they said when the family came and they met her in the hospital, they started attributing what was happening to her to maybe, poisoning, or maybe something had happened during the visit from those women. Maybe they had a reason why they came. Maybe somebody sent them. It was the event was orchestrated to harm Ebony. In fact, they just started jumping into conclusion there. They said something had happened, that people are taking this thing into a new level. Ooni of Ife was not moved because, of course, Ooni of Ife knows that it's not business as usual anymore. Nobody will be able to harm Ebony right there in the palace again. Nobody, even the Oloris, will not be able to hurt themselves again. Remember one thing, if you have forgotten, is that the ancient sword is now working at its very best. You cannot, there are so many things that these people will not be able to do and run and hide like they used to do again. It is not going to happen anymore. I want to use this opportunity to give a shout out, a Monday, warm hug to our channel members. I'm giving a hug to Mommy Taiwo Ali Balogun, Mommy Elizabeth Ogunrede, Mommy Busy B, Mommy Kenyide Adeni, Mommy Joyce Ndubueze, Mommy Tony Uzo, Mommy Titilayo Oluwa Yeye, Mommy Abe the Mommy, and Mommy Tony Bell. May God bless you guys. Full measure, press down, shake it together. So shall your blessing be. Your own will not lose. Everything is going to be okay for you. May God bless you. May the Lord make his face shine upon you. Whatever you seek in this world, you shall get in the name of our Lord Jesus Christ. I appreciate you people from the depth of my heart. Thank you, my mommies in the house. Now, they said, while in the hospital, they were talking, the mother was crying, the sister were crying, everybody was crying because it was almost like something was choking her, holding her neck and all of that. They didn't know, but as at the time where this was happening, that night between 1 a.m. and 3 a.m., they were saying that it was somebody, and it must have been among the people who came. Somebody did this to Ebony. Somebody does not want to see Ebony go on. Somebody does not want to see Ebony leave. Something is going on. They started, attributing her situation to that meeting, the last meeting they had. A very happy meeting where everybody was dancing, they were praising, they were singing, they were chanting, they ate very well, everything was fine. Of course, Ebony was the star of the event, and a baby was there. Everybody ate together. Everything was there. The mother, the uncle, everybody, they just started saying that somebody must have sent them to come and, kind of poison Ebony, to hurt Ebony, and all of that. Nobody, they said the entire family, when they are supposed to know where this is coming from, they acted as if they didn't know. But Ooni of Ife had already said they take her to the hospital. Ooni did not say anything because they said Ooni already knew where all of these were coming from. I'm going to bring you more update. Do not forget, these are all alleged, rumored, unverified information making the rounds on social media and should not be seen as fact.